Hello, I'm going to my annual library massive book sale, and I'm taking you with me. So in preparation for the bountiful harvest I'm about to gather, don't talk to me about how I said I wasn't going to buy any books this year. I've already broken it. It was my bad. It's fine. I broke my no dating rule too, and that ended pretty horribly, so let's see. So in order to prep, what I did is I brought an extra tote. This was what I got at the library for the summer reading challenge. And then I brought my everyday tote that I got at the Lizzo concert. So let's go inside. So probably no one is wondering, but where have you been? The answer is depressed person jail, which is the prison of my mind, but that's okay.
It's maybe not okay, but here we are. This is a building next to a big event center in town. And then it was just in this little warehouse. Very cute. They had the labels out, but it was kind of a hot mess. They had it separated as, hardback, paperback, adult, children. But other than that, it was kind of just a free-for-all, low-key. It was hard to go, aisle by aisle looking at everything. It was very, very overwhelming. But then you'd run into some, bam! So many copies of one book. Crazy. But I got some.
And now we do the haul part. I got there probably about 4:30, and then from 4:30 to 6:30 I was there for 2 hours, and I kind of looked through everything. Whatever, we'll start with the boring part. I got some office supplies. I got this plastic folder because it was 10 cents. And then I got Save Our Planet, ice cream, butterfly. I got some notebooks just because, I used to be a connoisseur of notebooks. I would carry one with me as loose leaf paper, but I haven't been doing that. But I'm trying to write more, basically. Long story short, I'm not being laid off, but my hours are cut because the business is not booming. And because of that, it was like, I can only pay you this much, so you have to stop coming to work as much. So I am looking for a new job. Hit me up. But anyway, that being said, I have a lot more time to write, and so I'm wondering how to contain and utilize that excitement, because writing is so hard for me. It's really hard for me to verbalize. You don't care. It's hard for me to verbalize my thoughts sometimes. Anyway, the theme of this haul is collections that are not whole, because I couldn't find all of the books to some of these, or in this case DVDs. So I found the first season of That 70s Show, the second season of That 70s Show, the third season of That 70s Show, and the fifth season of That 70s Show. I know That 70s Show has 8 seasons, and I could only find 4, but half, and isn't the beginning better anyway? And I would like to take a minute right now to explain why I bought this, because when I came home, my dad was like, oh, so you're not boycotting that guy? And it's like, I am. I bought these used. He's not getting any of that money. And I think that if you are able to separate art from artist, from after their indiscretions, after their crimes, actually, mostly. After their crimes, actually, is usually the case. After the crime, consuming their new content, I don't think that's, I can't separate the art from the artist at that point. But I think with stuff that happened before the crimes are revealed, that it's kind of fair game. You know what I mean? If you can't do it, that is so fine. Don't consume that content anymore. Some of these people have done heinous things, but if you're, they shouldn't, in their horribleness, they shouldn't take another happy thing. You know what I mean? People danced at their weddings, to songs by people who are now canceled, and it's like that song should still be special and still be good for you in your memories and in your life. I think that allowing to boycott everything is to steal joy from people who didn't, ignorance, like who didn't know, because nobody knew. And so anyway, that 70s show, because I think it's one of the best written comedies of all time, and I love it so much. I think it's so funny. The only comedy I would rank higher than it is Malcolm in the Middle. Sue me. Okay, and now we will go into my next collection that I did not get all of. Boo. Boo. I got the Maze Runner series, sort of. Obviously, the titular role, the Scorched Trails. I did not get the Death Cure, but I did get the Kill Order. I was not a Maze Runner girl growing up, but I'm in a reading slump right now, and so I was thinking, what gets people back into reading? Sometimes it's rereading their childhood favorite books, so I got somebody else's childhood favorite book. So hopefully, this summer was really hard. I don't want to talk about it. The next paperback that I got is The Secret Life of Bees. I didn't say who any of the authors were. Oh well. This is Sue Monk Kidd. This is James Dashner. Thank you. Thank you, James. Thank you, Sue. Just because it's like kind of a modern classic, I guess, right? Quote me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me, because I could be wrong. And then I got some hardbacks. I got The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I just know this one has had a lot of praise, and so that's why I got it. And it's a hardback, and it, like, low-key, I'm kind of breaking the spine right now. So it kind of is a new book, I'm just saying. And then my friend suggested this one. It is the Book of the Month copy. Oh my god. It has a bookmark in it. Oh my god, it's chickens. Bookmark check. I got this by Rachel Hawkins, Reckless Girls. January 2022 Book of the Month. Slay. But it was suggested to me, but my friend Alex was like, hey, I have this book for you. And I said, perfect. Give it to me. Last and most certainly, potentially least, as you may not know, my favorite book ever is The Outsiders. So when I saw Stay Gold, I thought, wonder if that's a motif about a certain other story. I go and I'm like, okay, stay cool, okay, stay strong, all right, stay you, stay gold. So I said, okay, I opened it. Pony, what? Pony, hello. Just glad her name is not a fruit, I guess, but it's sort of a fruit. It's Georgia, a Georgia peach. Maybe you've heard of them. Oh, and then if you're my parents, you're probably not. Don't watch this next part because it is what I got for Christmas. So I have been thinking a lot about Lost Media. As you see, I bought an incomplete series of that 70s show. Look what I got for 20 bucks. Oh my god. It's the complete series of Seinfeld. Oh my god. Oh my god. 9 seasons. 9 seasons, $20. I know that DVDs, I don't actually know how expensive DVDs are right now. I don't know how much DVDs players are either. So that one's kind of for my, I'm gonna have it for my mom, and then for my dad, I got Firefly. The complete series. Yeah, thanks. It was 1 season. Shout out. This is a cult classic thing that should be seen, and this is a cult following. I'm just kidding. It's a regular classic, and I think should be kept. That's all. So thank you for following along with me for a tiny little vlog haul. I do have some reviews to come out that I read before summer, now that it's November. I will be doing that soonish. So there you go, there's the update. Links below. I don't know. This isn't my job.